strippers and pull-ups, and we could just release them on stupid people. How's that?
And I'm
We're gonna need a
starting this
lot
roundtable.
I have a much better idea. Let's get all these football fans whose diet is beer and cheese and broccoli, whatever you call
I
it.
hate football. Football is not a sport, damn
Team
it.
of drop off a team of 4 in the mountains, these hills.
This is the resistance.
With the diet of beer, cheese, and broccoli.
Hey, I'll vote for beating another guy.
No, it's Operation Fart. F-A-R-T.
What?
Yeah.
I'm the Tin Man with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance, and I have no idea where the fuck this conversation is going.
I don't want to know where it's going.
It started out, we were talking about shoving a... We were talking for like the past hour just bullshitting around, and for some stupid reason, we wound up on talking about shoving a cork of Grandmaster Revan's ass.
Because his farts are powerful, dude. You got to think about it. If we can like harness it and stop it for exactly about a year, I think we'd be able to depopulate.
It would depend on what burrito I've eaten for the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
But I said a year.
Sounds like a wine bottle thing.
Well, okay, now are we stockpiling farts? You know, he's just gonna like fart into a bottle.
Okay, does that mean that we're official?
Is this like
now,
a new type of explosive device?
Yes.
You know, you put the fart in the bottle, you put a cork on it, you put a wick, and you light it and you throw it. What is this, like the next generation Molotov cocktail?
There you go. There you go.
Here's a bottle.
Let's start. We need stronger than that. That'll melt under pressure.
Did the referee,
is TWBR, and ladies and gentlemen.
Unless we use duct tape.
Did the referees flip the coin yet to see who has which goalpost and who kicks off yet, so that all the players can get on the field and kick off?
I don't care. We just fucking run with it. There's 5 of us here. Let's fucking run with it. Our main topic for tonight was what? Whether or not we should have a government, and if so, what type of government should we have, and why, and if not, how to achieve a fully functioning, nonviolent, quote, anarchist society.
Well, let's do it this time where nobody gets flagged this time. Because last time, Fox had a wall hair up their ass and flagged Tin Man and shit. Those fucking bastards.
You know what? If I freaking held up a picture of The Simpsons right now, they'd try to flag me. Even for like 2 seconds, they'd try to flag me.
I am a copyright, so what the hell is the problem here? What I don't get is why Fox wanted to be an asshole about their specific name that they use for their drink in their certain movie that we will not mention.
But it has because it has electrolytes.
Idiocracy? What the fuck?
Yeah, because it has electrolytes.
No, everybody at that station has a bunch of willow branches stuck up their ass, and they're animated so that they wiggle around and cause them uncomfortable, make them to be uncomfortable.
And
darling,
how do you know this? You put the branches there, didn't you?
They each take turn, falling face first, breaking every branch on the way down.
She pleads the fifth.
I do.
Isn't it a giant circle jerk going around at Fox anyway?
Huh?
Isn't there a giant circle jerk going around at Fox anyway?
I don't know.
Question. Fox News or Fox Studios?
Are they the same thing? Isn't that a Fox running around?
One's news, and the other one is Village Full of Idiots.
I think I just need another Fox pelt. That's what I need.
What does the Fox say? Watch, we get a copyright infringement for that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna.
What does the Fox say? Copyright infringement.
Yeah, but no one else has ever gotten a copyright infringement for that stupid song.
Right.
The day that Charles was the name Chester Bennington died, I played a Linkin Park song in a video that I was doing, and to be honest, I don't know if I got a copyright strike or what.
Audio was muted because of copyright issues.
All you gotta do is just say it was in memorial for him.
That's what I did.
Yep.
Oh well, then they were being assholes again.
Yep.
Yeah, if they went after you on that point, they're just being dicks, and at which point you just use the fair use
But
clause.
I was looking at the video's still there. I mean, it's still there. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
But how do they get off on saying something is fair use and then fuck everybody who uses it as fair use?
It's a corporation.
'Cause they're
They
assholes.
want to try to be big shots.
To them, it's a monopoly of making money off somebody else. Whoever uses the property, they say a certain song or a certain movie or someone's certain dildo they're using. What the hell? It's a copyright strike. Guess what? Ching ching.
Yep.
Oh, so if we just so happen to actually do this without covering something up, we can get a copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it has to exceed
That's why-
11 seconds, and it has to be it has to be monetized, and it cannot fall within the grounds of fair use. At which
Wow.
point,
See, that's why I'm trying to keep my shirt from view because it's
Says Reebok.
it's a hockey team. I'm trying to keep my shirt from view.
I'm
'cause it's a hockey team.
wearing a Ford shirt.
But are you advertising for Ford? Are you advertising for that? Are
No.
you?
I got penguins.
No.
Penguins.
That's what I'm saying. Because the whole thing is what I think is the reason why they went crazy about it was because at some point in time, somewhere, TWWRN makes a penny off of a video.
Let's be honest with you. I haven't seen any revenue from this shit since 2014.
That's what I'm saying. I think YouTube is full of shit whenever they say that they've monetized their channel.
Now, even before you were able to get revenue, but because of this guy from the Wall Street Journal, every YouTuber has lost 90% of the revenue.
Yep.
About 90%. So they're getting about 10% out of that revenue and shit. Not very much. That's why they're going to what can I call it? Patreon.
Yep.
So that means you got to get like 10 trillion views to get $2.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
And there ain't no way you're going to break $1 billion. I ain't seen a video break $1 billion on YouTube yet.
No,
Did
you're,
somebody-
you're not going to get rich doing this shit. No, I'm not even.
See, I'm lucky because my videos, no money. I get no money. It ain't monetized. My part, I'm good.
Yeah, mine's just anatonics. Mine's not monotonics. Mine's anatonics. Or whatever that word is.
Monetized.
I'm still going to launch a mini-series with Mr. Giggles and Funny Bone and just have them doing random political related shit.
Hey, you guys are coming with me outside for a cigarette.
Yeah, I still
I don't think we have much choice there.
Well, darling, to go, I have to take the Greyhound bus to go to follow you outside.
Right.
Yeah, I like that idea, Tin Man. Think of different things, and then, like the idea I gave you, tell Mr. What do you want me to find today, Tin Man? Go out and find the emerald tablets, and he comes back with like 3 emerald asset tabs. You remember that story?
Yeah, that's going to be genius. It's going to be fucking genius.
He goes to the IHOP to try to find a what was he trying to find at the IHOP?
He goes to the
Blue
Waffle House to
waffles?
try to find a blue waffle.
I am so happy I have not seen these videos.
They're not
This hasn't
created
been
yet.
made
don't
yet.
want
These are
to.
just storyline ideas that are being circulated for future videos. Because
Trust
Mr.
me,
Giggles
like I said,
and Funny Bone are getting their own little series.
Trust me, Jennifer, you don't want to see none of it.
It's okay. After that trash can bit, dumpster bit, I'm good.
Oh my god.
Want a diaper?
Mr. Giggles' stupid crap. I actually got sucked into doing a video with Mr. Giggles.
Hey, he said it was one of the best nights of his life.
Shut up.
What about that one that Alex Jones did that was rip off and shit? That
Rainbow Snatch.
Rainbow Snatch. I swear to God, that son of a bitch is trolling people on YouTube, man. I swear to God, he fucking is.
Oh, by the way, my homeboy got back to me. And you know how I said that he watches all these internet shows religiously?
Yeah.
Well, y'all actually got like a 30-second thing from Alex Jones. He said TWWRN did something with some kind of clown about my Rainbow Snatch. It was like 45 seconds worth of something, and then he went to commercial.
No shit.
Wow.
Send me
No
the clip.
shit.
I want to hear that.
He told
Yes,
me
me
about
too.
it.
We finally got airtime on Alex Jones. All right.
Told me about it. He said it was like right before commercial. He spit off something about TWWRN, a clown, and they're messing with his Rainbow Snatch. And he said, I'll talk about all of it whenever we get back. And homeboy never talks about what he says he's going to talk about whenever he gets back.
He never does.
Recently?
Time.
My homeboy told me about it. He's like, you told me to listen for something. Well, I heard it. I heard it on Alex Jones. He said something like TWWRN talking about a clown and talking about Rainbow Snatch.
Mr. Giggles went to Rainbow Snatch's house, which was Alex Jones' house, and caught the two of them banging.
Gotta see that, man. Gotta see that shit, dude.
I'll share it with you guys after the fact. It was fucking brilliant. Could ask your friend what date that was that he said that. I'll look it up and see if I can actually find it.
Yeah.
Because I would like to hear that segment. I would like to fucking download that fucking segment. That's like a fucking... That's like employee of the month status right there.
Today is the 3rd, so... If I had a guess, it had to be between the 23rd of November and the 29th of November.
So it was fairly recent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just recently happened because your giggle skit came out and it finally circulated around to him.
Nice.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, he's been ripping our shit for fucking years. Conspiracy Anon and I start using the word fear porn and war porn, and he starts fucking using it.
And he spits it out because I brought that up to my buddy. He said, because I said fear porn, and he's like, Alex Jones said it. I'm like, oh no, motherfucker. I know the people who created that shit. I don't care what you say. Alex Jones ripped these people off.
Yeah, I've got timestamps on this shit. Now, granted, there's no copyright on words like fear porn or war porn. Or
yeah, exactly, like exactly.
You know, there's no copyright on it, so I can't exactly claim copyright infringement. And the whole, if you're watching this, you are the resistance, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's not exactly original either, but you know what?
That's
I was
Terminator.
doing it before he was.
That's Terminator. That's Terminator.
That was a line used once in Terminator Salvation, and I was using it at least 2 years before he started using it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was doing the V for Vendetta thing when I fucking started. He was on V for Vendetta shit.
No, I never personally, like, I think I've had a personal conversation with each one of y'all about the Anons and their V for Vendetta mask, about basically saying that, hey, who was there before the Anon mask popped up? Now, who was warned about the Anon mask? And, like, very few people can actually say yes to the second statement.
Not many people were.
It was... The movie was a platform for the mask.
Yeah,
because of what the movie stood for. I mean, V for Vendetta was, like, to me, a huge wake-up call for me. Even before I heard about Anonymous. I mean,
yeah, I recently just got my 3rd copy of the movie in the mail. I've had to replace that movie fucking twice.
I saw that movie in the 90s, and I understood the story and everything, but I just didn't like the action, the way that he took his action with it. I liked his purpose, I liked his principle, I just didn't like his action.
Well, yeah. What I liked is the whole methodical madness behind it. You know, where he came from, why it all fucking happened, and why he did what he fucking did. You know, you can really understand the reasons for what he did and why change was so needed at that point.
But that's true, though. Sometimes you need to take the extreme route in order to get the desired results.
Yeah, and I think V was day 1 and Anonymous was day 2. Well, the question is, what's going to be day 3?
Well, off of your concept, there's actually a day in between, in my opinion. There was V was day 1. There was something that happened to create Anonymous because V was the idea, and they spawned the idea on day 2 off of something else because they had to create everything together in order to make the group into reality. Because in a sense, it did take at least a decade for it to catch on.
Yeah.
Because there had
Anonymous had been around. I mean, you have 4chan, then you have Habba Hotel, and fucking what was his name? That neo-Nazi radio host that they went after.
I don't know if you're talking about or
not. It was. I watched a documentary about Anonymous. It was at
the We Are Legion documentary. Like fucking what was the guy's name? Like they went after him because he was a neo-Nazi and he had lashed out at somebody who was in Anonymous, and they went after him and just fucking went completely berserk on his ass.
They pulled out one of my favorite pranks. Calling and have pizza delivered.
Yeah, pizza, power tools, freaking construction supplies, all kinds of
plywood, everything else. And this guy went broke. He went broke. He couldn't fund his radio shit. Yeah. He went absolutely broke.
Yeah.
And
and then afterwards you had the Church of Scientology, and that was really the big kickoff point, was when they went after Scientology because of that fucking one video.
Yeah, I actually got to see the building.
Scientology tried to take away a joke from Anonymous. You don't do that.
My son and I went to Oklahoma this past summer, and we took the bus through L.A. We got to see the building.
We got to see one of the buildings. Genevieve, I can tell you, we've seen the big compound.
And the
Scientology compound up near the mountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were smack down in the middle of Los Angeles. I thought we were in Los Santos. I swear to God. I mean, I thought we were in Los Santos and shit. You know. my son actually punched me in the arm. Pow! What? It's L.A., Dad. I know that shit.
I just had a light bulb go off, guys.
Huh?
I just had a light bulb go off, guys.
Light bulb?
Uh-oh.
Are you sure? Because one is on in the room, man.
Back in the day, they sent out people to the secret societies from their group, because back in the day, the secret societies used to actually be good. And what they did is they wanted more control. So they sent out from religion little moles into the secret societies in order to see what was going on into the secret societies. I was sitting here thinking, since we're technically the good guys this time, maybe once we apparently gain a few numbers, we need to figure out how to get moles into the secret societies to flip them back and basically use their own tactics against them.
I'll volunteer.
That's a possibility.
Sounds fun to me.
I'm definitely on the volunteer ring on that, but the problem is it's kind of difficult for me to keep my anger level low, especially sitting in front of our enemies.
I love pissing off men. When do I start?
And I think
Jennifer and Genevieve are going to be
that works.
We're all in trouble, guys.
I can't do it. I got my son to think about. I can't do it. I'm sorry. He's only 4, turning 5. He's starting school next year. Yeah, no.
Yeah, by the time this even comes into effect, he'll be about 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't want my son to be an orphan. No, thank you.
There's right and wrong people for the job, and sometimes people know right off the bat that they're not a good fit for a particular job.
And then there's some people that are like, hey, dude, I can do it, but this is the problem.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think Tin Man fully understood that because he took a nice swig of beer. I kind of can't control my temper if I'm sitting in a room full of our enemies. It's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
I can. I could.
I can, and I love pissing off men. So much fun.
And the establishment says.
Only issue I got is I got a voice in my head.
And
it's not little aliens who landed in your head and told you to break into the zoo and free all the kangaroos, is it?
No, the one that it told me to go to the farm down in the valley and steal some goats and tell them to go pay my bills.
I have an idea. Somebody get like maybe 400 cows, because you know that it's illegal for cows to be on the White House lawn now. So here's the thing: you take these 400 cows and you send them towards the White House.
Stampede.
And that's the distraction.
Okay, I the only thing that's running through my mind right now is why is it illegal for the cows to be on the White House lawn? Forget the fact that we're going to send a whole army of cows to the White House.
Wait a minute.
Why are the cows not allowed on the lawn?
If cows are illegal on the lawn, how come Hillary was there 20 years ago?
I missed that episode.
No, there was some law.
How come Bill was there 20 years ago?
There was some law
back
when Thomas Jefferson was president that there was actually farm animals grazing on the lawn. Then they outlawed it because they didn't want the farm animals grazing on the lawn anymore.
Well, they had Hillary there 20 years ago.
America for them to graze on. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. You just got to look up when Thomas Jefferson was president, because that's whenever that happened.
Okay, if it's illegal, how come Hillary was there 20 years ago?
She wasn't ever on the lawn.
Yeah, she was. She was one of the trees.
One of the trees.
I missed something. What the hell's going on?
I think that one just went over my head and crashed right into my bedpost.
We are making massive fun of Miss Rodham. And that's
not Rodham, Rotten.
Okay.
Rotten crotch.
Tomato.
Hillary Rotten Clinton. Clitin.
Hillary Rotten Clinton, huh?
I would say more that woman that Bill Clinton had an affair with.
Yeah, she was fat, stubby, bad fashion sense, stunk like sulfur. What the fuck?
Ooh,
sounds like my kind of woman.
Oh shit!
Of course she would be.
That was Funny Bones.
Hi, I'm Funny Bones.
How can you tell them apart?
Yeah. That deep voice. Funny Bones got a deep voice.
He can't sound
like Mr. Giggles.
No, not Mr. Giggles. Not
exactly.
Fuck, it's the same mask.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I realized it immediately. The forehead gave it away.
I need to watch more of these videos with him.
Stay away from them goat bones with that voodoo, Mr. Funny Bones. Yeah, them goat bones are terrible things.
Chicken bones.
I think the goat bones. I think they're shut up old Kim Jong Kim Jong-un nuts his asshole.
Can't even pronounce his name. You destroyed his name.
Going to destroy him.
It's not like the guy's gonna have a fucking legacy.
Well, we could call him.
He keeps threatening to push the buttons like, good luck, motherfucker. You gotta be this tall to fucking ride.
We could call him.
You can't even reach the desk where the button is located. Good luck, motherfucker. You couldn't even get there with a stepping stool.
Well, we could call him.
It's pretty bad. Fa Mulan has a bigger legacy than all those other empires.
Oh yeah.
We could call him.
So much could be said there. So much could be said.
Pretty bad when a woman has a bigger legacy than any of the kings.
Well,
in this case, a woman actually got down and fucking handled business.
Well, we could call the guy Kim Schlong Blue Balls.
That's probably why he's so angry all the time. You know, he's got the sexual frustration thing going on. But then again, if I was that shit,
I guess they outlawed.
I wouldn't be getting laid either, and I'd be angry too.
He's trying to
Those
overcompensate by
concubines finally got a divorce.
By clicking a button.
All those concubines finally got a divorce.
Yeah, they got too old for him.
Vibrations.
Yeah, they got too old for him.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, it was a big thing in the Asian culture. As many as concubine wives a king had was proven how many kids he would have.
Yeah, but why wasn't he fucking his grandmother then?
Why did he have over 100 for thousands of kids?
You know, I'm from the fucking South. And even I'm like, dude, that's a little too far. You know, banging your grandma.
I flipped my computer over on that one.
They have today.
Did it taste like chicken?
No, the one man with 5 different women and many children. It's just like that again. It never really left.
Polygamy is insanity. You know, people talk shit on the Mormons.
Unless it's
hard enough to keep one woman happy. What the fuck makes you think we want more
than that? Slept with?
Well, shit.
About this sister wives thing. How do you know that your wives are not talking to each other, creating drama that, oh, he did this for me, he didn't do that for you? What's your problem?
No, just something like the concubines in history.
You know chicks be starting shit.
You have one main wife and the rest are the concubines.
You know chicks be starting shit, right? Be like, hey, he did this for me, he didn't do that for you?
Only when we see good for us.
What the fuck are you people talking about?
Yay, Mr. Giggle!
Left out of the cage.
Hi, Mr. Giggle.
Oh.
Hey, Giggle.
How are you?
What's up?
The only time when we start drama is when something's going to benefit us.
Yes, definitely.
Unless
that's the wrong point of this conversation.
And then if you're dealing with a man, he already knows that we're right anyway, so I don't know why he bothers to do it.
Exactly.
And what the fuck are we talking about?
We've already seen what's going to happen. Don't do it. And then what happens after
do what?
Well, you were right, honey. Why do you think I told you then?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got a passcode on my cell phone.
So what's this I hear about Alex Jones was talking shit about me?
If you ever get a woman, you're going to be able to hide anything. We already know what you're up to, so there's no reason to hide anything.
I had a woman once. I wouldn't let her out of her cage. And she escaped, and, you know.
Religion.
The cops got called. There was
Mr. Giggles, I tell you what, brother. She's now a blow-up doll fucking a monkey.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm as lost as you are, honey.
Okay, so somebody explain this to me. I heard that Alex Jones was talking shit on me a couple days ago. What the hell was up with that?
Yeah, I was trying to say that. My buddy religiously watches internet talk shows, Mike Savage, Rush Limbaugh, Alex Jones. He religiously watches this stuff. And because I told him about a month ago that you had a thing with Rainbow Snatch, and he said, okay, I'll make sure to pay attention to Alex Jones a little bit more. Because he was the same guy who told me that Alex Jones was using food porn, and I had to correct him and say, no. I know the people who created the word food porn.
Yeah,
and all that fear porn. Yeah. And
I never even met the guy, and I fucking know
the whole thing is that there's like a 45-second clip, because you know how Homeboy goes off on a rant and he says, we'll talk about this after we get back from commercial, and then he never talks about what he said he was going to talk about.
No, he never does.
Yeah, so Homeboy busts out, well, there's this other group that's called TWWRN, and there's this crazy clown talking about my Rainbow Snatch, and we'll talk about all this whenever we get back.
My question is this: how come Liam McIndoe didn't just like Rainbow Snatch? Because he has those. No, never mind.
Well, here's the thing. I went to Rainbow Snatch's house. It happened to be the same address as Alex Jones. I thought that was very weird. And I went to go and knock on the back door.
Might be his wife.
And I heard them fucking. It was Rainbow Snatch. I recognized the voice, I heard the video. I watched their videos online. And I heard her moaning. It was the same fucking voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, sometimes you could just tell.
Yeah.
And
I see
Alex Jones, and I'm like, what the fuck? So it was pretty obvious what was going on.
Near future.
They're fucking trying to rip me off. They're trying to fucking make a liberal version of me. I'm not political.
No, you're just crazy.
Nuts.
Homicidal.
Hey, I haven't been homicidal in years. Okay, and even when I was, I didn't succeed by any means.
Why did you kill that broccoli burrito yesterday? Oh, he's quiet now.
Even I'm quiet.
You silent bastard! You silent bastard!
It's true, I do try to eat healthy.
Why would you put broccoli in a burrito?
Why not?
He's a crazy clown, and I love him for it.
People don't understand these weird food combinations. Like top ramen and baby diapers. I mean, you don't knock it until you try it. Especially beef flavor. It's fairly unique.
Okay, I fix the problem.
Asian flavor. Then it just goes south all the way from there. Never mix baby diapers with fucking Oriental flavor or chili.
Shrimp.
No. Chili shrimp. No, don't do it. It's bad juju. I mean, they got weird flavors anyway, but, mix it with the baby diaper, it's bad. It's bad.
Isn't that like Bill Clinton eating mesquite flavored snatch?
I think I'm gonna die from my mouth. At least just a step up from his wife, but damn. How low can you go?
Apparently too low.
Probably under the door.
Yeah. That's one hell of a limbo right there.
Where we can do that
one. Can you go? Oh no! Do we limbo under the jail bars? Apparently because we're still not locked up. We've been impeached. We've got a fucking.
And I missed the best joke of the night.
No, you didn't.
It's not like you can't rewind it.
No, there's always a rewind button. They got a body count a mile fucking wide, 30 years long. They're still not in prison. Obviously, they've either got a shit ton of get out of jail cards, or Bill really knows how to limbo right under them jail bars.
They got one of those. They got a I saved the world mark.
When the fuck did that happen? Was that before or after he got his dick sucked?
Oh, that was April 08. So when did he get his dick sucked?
I think he did it while at Wendy's having
what is
salad.
this? Like, it's one of those things that's going to go on the T-shirt. Like, I got a blowjob from Monica Lewinsky. That's how I saved the world.
Yeah, she can't really claim sexual harassment. Can't claim it.
There's no sexual harassment about it. She opened her mouth and took that.
She did it voluntarily.
You can't,
like they say, you can't. You can't rape the willing.
Exactly.
You are.
I mean, you can claim authoritarian figure on that one, but that wouldn't get you so far.
Yeah, did you hear that Monica Lewinsky is claiming that she got sexually harassed by Bill Clinton?
No, the last I heard, she went in for plastic surgery.
Oh, that's bullshit. She enjoyed sucking on his knob.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, the last thing I heard about Monica Lewinsky is that she went in for plastic surgery. She said she wanted to get her love handles removed, so they chopped her fucking ears off. The reason Monica did it because like Hillary's mouth went into retirement. She did what to secure retirement? The reason Monica did it because Hillary's mouth was in retirement for the last 30 years.
No, it's because Hillary.
Nobody would touch her fucking snatch.
No, it's because Hillary was sitting back licking carpet because she's a lesbian and just wanted a bill for fucking political.
It was for closure.
You saw that Sarah Palin porno too?
No, I saw the Myrtle porno with Hillary Clinton. Myrtle.
Oh, I heard she was a willing participant in that too.
Sarah Palin one. Who's Nailing Palin? I saw that. That was fucking awesome.
Hillary was a willing participant in that affair.
Oh hell yeah, her and Myrtle definitely.
She helped Myrtle.
She had a new son in her haunted house.
There's some prank calls. This is where I get my jokes for Myrtle, whatever her name is. There's some prank calls between Trump and Obama while Obama's in presidency, but Trump has won. You get what I'm saying? There's some prank calls between Trump and Obama, and Obama's like, you need to talk to Myrtle, and Trump's like, I'll call Myrtle when I have a boner to kill.
Wow.
Just YouTube. Trump prank calls Obama. And there's a
prefer the ones with Mama Medea. I prefer the ones with Medea.
There's a prank call.
Soundboard shit.
There are prank calls by Captain Jenks, and he'll call the CNN. He'll call Fox. He'll call all these news and.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Giggles, don't do that again.
And they're talking about this accident that happened overseas and shit, and a plane was shot down, and
got a big ass grin. How does he do that shit? How does he do that shit for Mr. Giggles? Mr. Giggles is so lifeful. That's crazy.
I'm scared.
I'm a little tormented now.
You watch this really creepy fucking shit?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, you guys want to see Mr. Giggles freak out?
Hold on, I gotta drink. Hold on.
Rats.
Yeah, you want to see him freak out? Yeah, rats.
Show him a Smurf.
Hey, Mr. Giggles.
What?
Oh yeah, I knew Mr. Giggles was a regurgitator. Rats.
You
Giggles.
son of a bitch!
Genevieve set up, and I said, "Here's the peanut butter."
You don't even want to know what just happened. I'm outside talking to the fucking neighbor, and all of a sudden, fucking crazy ass fucking clown comes running out of the house screaming.
Did you at least trip him?
No, he's actually outside climbing up the telephone lines right now. No, we've got a cell phone tower right behind the fucking complex. He's probably climbing that fucking thing right now, and I'm gonna have to explain that to the landlord. Why the fuck is there a crazy clown running out of your fucking house, Chris?
He's the guy in the cage. Don't worry about
Turn
him.
the hose on him. From
He's
the fire hose.
It's fine. You don't mess with people who live in cages. It's fine. Just calm down.
Right.
But I messed with Mr. Giggles for almost what, a year? I freaking tortured the man.
Yeah, you did.
Gotta remember when Mr. Giggles was stuck in Chris's head. I thought he would never get it.
I would bet $1 that Mr. Giggles would run if he saw a Smurf right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's definitely afraid of rats. Is that what you guys did? You brought up rats?
We just said rats.
Yeah, they did.
I did it.
Genevieve set him up, and I said, "Here's the peanut butter."
She did it.
She said, "Hey, Giggles, look," and I said, "Peanut butter," and that's what happened.
Peanut butter? Why would you be afraid of peanut butter?
Years ago, that led him to a mental breakdown where he tried to kill half a dozen people.
I think he like nuts.
Wow. Just wow, man. Wow.
Don't worry, Mr. Bones will get down the tower.
You know, I could always, the next time that Mr. Giggle comes on, I can always do my makeup like I did in the video.
True.
I don't like Mr. Giggles, forgive me.
No, at which point it'll just have to be the two of you, and it's gonna be like some weird phone sex thing. It's gonna have to go on like.
I think if you did, you might put a hole in the ceiling.
He probably would.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to find these videos.
No, the video that I'm talking about, it got lost a long time ago.
Well, thank God.
It's on Chris's external hard drive saved off of YouTube somewhere. Trust me.
No, it's not actually. That's the reason I bought an external hard drive is because it was on my original computer, and my sister got a hold of the computer and took the hard drive out for her own computer.
Which is a good thing because those stupid doll heads were creepy.
That was interesting.
That was
you weren't expecting that at all. I know you were not expecting that.
I'm so glad I wasn't there to see that.
I was not a sports player. The trash can is right here, and missed it.
Oh wow!
I have a feeling that before the year is out, we're gonna have another series of the best of Mr. Giggles compilation.
Yes, please.
Did I send you the last one?
No.
I'll have to send it to you. It's like an hour long of the best of Mr. Giggles.
So, Grandmaster Reverend made a point last night during our conversation of preliminary of this of a society without anarchy is considered a utopia.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
I'm pretty much assuming
there's a town in the desert. It's near Southern California where there's no law, no cause or anything. It's just everybody living in tents, motorhomes, trailers, and living off the grid, basically.
That's more or less what
I need like this town. I need to move there.
And then there's an island someplace that it's no money, no government, no bullshit. Everybody living together peacefully.
Sounds like some bullshit to me.
And
yeah, I need to go. I'll take myself and my son, and I'll go there.
I mean, it's
on the good sense,
and it's on water.
Right.
You gotta think you're still dealing with stupid people. How much more bullshit do you need?
So I think we're pretty much in agreement that a society without government is pretty much ideal for everybody on the round table.
Mostly for us smart people.
Okay, so how would such a system be implemented and sustained? How would it be implemented and sustained?
I'm with Darth on that. There needs to be some sort of order, just not something where it's run by just one person.
Yeah, we don't need an all-archy. That's how come I'm trying to get rid of archy altogether.
Okay.
Just try to get rid of what's the worst thing ever.
And basically what I'm trying to say, we can maintain stability by our infrastructure means if each individual person can maintain their self, we've automatically have the ability to maintain the nation.
Yeah. Well, I know the smaller the society, it's easier to manage. But like
right now, if we get rid of government right now, get rid of all the assholes, cocksuckers, all them shits, even stupid people. Hey, I mean, we'd be fine.
Right.
We'd have the resistance left.
We would have. No, I mean, we live in all 50 states. Okay.
Yeah.
If we got rid of government in a very big way, and I mean literally,
just across the board, all governments and
get rid of them all.
And monarchies gone.
A giant flood.
Get rid of big pharma. Get rid of the government. Get rid of big oil.
Oh yeah, definitely get rid of the
we would be fine. Our medicine would be weed, the good stuff.
The good stuff.
And, I mean,
remedies.
We don't need these man-made contraptions like.
Make sure Demerol's available.
I mean, I would love to
do away with morphine and Percocet and just give Demerol.
I would love to see where there is no government, there is no big pharma, big bank, big oil, big dipshits. A full-blown utopia where everybody gets fucking along.
All right.
See, they're
with
the stupid people.
Yeah, mind our own business. Of course, we will have stupid people still. Depends on where they came from. And
yep, every village is gonna have their idiot.
Yep.
Like CNN.
See, the one that the only thing that's knows
what he's talking about.
I don't agree with the I'm sorry to say this, but weed does not take away pain, and going through childbirth without any painkillers, that's just no.
This is why
Demerol
should be available. This is why I said Demerol, because Demerol
weed does some work. Weed does some work. Depends on the matter. Depression, smoke a little weed. If you're dealing with idiots, a little weed. Stupid people, a little weed.
I would say weed is better than alcohol because alcohol sometimes inebriates you too much that you do the negative reaction instead of a neutral or a positive reaction.
If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, the whole fucking 9 yards like that,
it's good if you want to relax.
You relax, smoke a little weed.
Yeah.
And I went to the hospital.
Okay, we got two people talking at once. This is ridiculous.
Taco Supreme.
Is that the Twinkie you was talking about?
Oh, these are
no, it's a brownie.
Oh, okay.
Brownies.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what it was.
With sprinkles?
No, just regular fudge brownies with English walnuts.
Oh.
I went to the dollar store. They have them at the dollar store. Dollar store is literally right behind my house. It's within walking distance. It's become my best friend. Like,
they got for the 99-cent store.
Hell yeah!
Swear to God.
It's pretty much the equivalent of a 99-cent store. I mean, granted, you got shit that's over 99 cents, but the majority of where I get most of my shit is at the fucking dollar store. It's at the Dollar General, man. Fucking awesome.
You know they're a company of Dollar Tree.
Yeah, we have Dollar Tree.
There's one over our house.
Yeah.
No, not too far. There's there's one not too far from the theaters where I live at.
The only problem I got down here is they got weird names for shit. Like, there's a gas station around the corner called Charlie Wally's.
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. I've yet to find a Piggly Wiggly. I still don't know what a Piggly Wiggly is. And I probably don't want to know.
Convenience store.
But one day
They
I was
don't
at
smell-
work and I was still looking for a place to live at this time.
They don't smell
So I was
good.
still up on Bible crossing, and they were like, "Well, there's places down by Charlie
I
Wally's."
think
I'm
I
like,
need to
"What the
Google a
fuck
Piggly
is a Charlie
Wiggly."
Wally's? I was literally like, "What the fuck is a Charlie Wally's?" I'm from California. I don't know these terms. And everything's so spread out, you don't know where anything is. Hell, I've been out here nearly 2 years.
There was a top 20 of the most redneck moments on CMT about a few years ago. And one of them was, remember when Dick Cheney shot his friend in the face while hunting and shit? Okay, he said, yeah, I was drinking. I had a beer.
8 beers.
A beer.
8
dude, if you had a beer, that wouldn't get you fucked up. I had 9 beers one time. My brother-in-law and I, we had 9 beers each. We fucked up a 24-pack of Budweiser, 18 beers down, and there's more left. And 9 beers, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to get fucked up.
And
I haven't seen it yet.
We drank beer. We were drinking it until 3 in the morning. Whereas it's in the porch drinking fucking beer and shit. Had 9 beers each. Took out half the damn case and shit. 18 out of 24. That was gone.
Where'd all the beer go? Oh, that's where it went.
It all went. It all went into my small fridge in my bedroom.
My ex-husband actually asked that question once, Jennifer. I was still married to my ex-husband. He had bought a bunch of Bud Light Platinum, and he was the only one drinking it. He wouldn't allow me to because I was pregnant with my son. But he was drinking. He drank all of the beer, and he finally goes, honey, I'm thirsty. I was like, okay, well, what do you want? We got water, we got soda. He goes, well, where's all the beer? I was like, you drank it.
It was really fucked up that night.
Oh yeah, he had oh my god, I don't even remember how many. I remember I was cleaning up beer bottles for friggin' like 2 days afterwards because he had them all over our house.
Wow.
Would you like to see the recycling can?
Right?
Shit.
Because I can bet you that's where they all went.
And the consensus says
Well, no,
alcohol poisoning.
I actually put them in the trash bin, and I told him, I was like, here, can you take out the trash? And the trash bin was full of beer bottles, and he went to go take out the trash the next day, and he goes, there's no room. I was like, well, there's your beer.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
Sure. You're lucky I didn't put it in the planner.
Right.
They got this thing where you can plant your beer in the ground, and it keeps your beer cool.
Yes.
Just lifts it up, put all your beer in there to bury it, hide it from the wife.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter how hot it is outside, your beer will always be cold when you put it in the ground.
And the wife won't find it.
I see knuckles. I see a hand.
Uh-oh.
All right, now I've got to ask the question. For a non-governmental society, how would it be sustained? Not just talking about local crime rates and stability and shit, but what about a foreign invading force? Somebody forms their own militia, gets a substantial following, and decides they want to go on a quest to dominate territory by territory.
Militia versus militia. It will be militia versus militia. If you want to technically be free, you have to fight for your right to be free, and you would have to stand up for your little community, like exactly like you said.
This is like the old Wolverine comic where you got different areas of the U.S. covered up by this group and this group and this group and whatnot. and you got one group controlling this territory, the South, the North, the Midwest, whatever, and basically, it's like, I mean, controlled by different people, whatever. But if we did get rid of government and we did this shit, I mean,
I get what Tin Man's talking about. How would we technically defend the area that's supposed to be a utopia?
Yeah,
TNT.
Especially if the opposing force is substantially larger and better equipped.
Have a contingency plan.
The enemy decides to go over the wall or take it down.
What wall?
To do that, you might need a. You might.
Next thing you know, the Great Wall of China has been built.
Right.
This day and age, we would need an island and a dome. Is exactly what we need for.
Isn't that the name of a TV show?
But that's what I'm saying, because a wall is ineffective this day and age. A dome is more effective, because even if we have a dome around us, in a sense, we can't be hacked if the dome is created properly, because we can have the signal inside and nobody can take the signal that's outside, and as well as signals can't come inside.
Yeah.
I see a loophole in there.
Shoot.
I see the loophole in there.
What loophole?
The loophole in that dome.
Okay.
Just like the Mexicans do. Tunnels.
Yeah.
Well, it's on an island. They can't exactly make tunnels.
Yes, you can. You can go under the sea floor.
Do you have any idea how deep that is? No one can survive.
In a sense, I think
Plus, many of those areas, it's not solid ground under there, and you got fluctuating chasms that go even deeper, and magma pockets.
Make a tunnel to get from the U.S. to England.
We'll make an iceberg
for us to travel by car under the ocean.
The thing is we'll make an iceberg-shaped dome, because we all know how icebergs don't show their true size atop the water. We'll have the basic city with the basic civilians on top of the water, then we'll have the actual infrastructure underneath.
Oh God, it's the Titanic all over again.
But here's the thing, we can be stationary or we can choose not to be stationary, because by the way technology is advancing, we have the ability to actually do this now, because people don't believe this, but there is moving islands now, and we're pretty damn close to having real airships.
Robotic islands, huh?
We are now the advanced age or now?
We're at the
we're nowhere near friggin' that city that went under. I can't think of the name right now.
Atlantis. We're nowhere near that, because we're not even that.
Not even close. But the thing is, right now we're dealing with AIs. I mean we're dealing with. You got Russia, got us, you got China, and a couple other countries working on robots and shit.
I'm not about that shit.
They had running water in pipes long before the rest of the universe ever got established.
Well, it's true. I mean, we already had sewers during the time of the revolution.
It's the aqueducts. The aqueducts was the first plumbing system.
Yep.
In Greek, Rome.
All we have today before they went under.
Mm-hmm. And more. They had better electricity than we do.
Of course.
We have bullcrap electricity that isn't efficient. They had nearly potential energy is what they was messing with.
Hey, you guys, I gotta take care of my bratty son right now.
Yeah, you did what you gotta do. I think we've been on for a good long while. I think the biggest question that we can really ask here in regards to achieving this type of society is, how would one be achieved? And good night, Genevieve. For everybody else, what do you guys think?
We would basically have to wait for the kickoff to happen, wait for the ashes to begin to fall, and then we set up our strategy.
Time. big time, in a huge way.
Because that's exactly what I've been waiting for. As soon as the kickoff started, I'd be on the 50-yard line waiting for something to happen. And as soon as the ashes fall, that's whenever you sit here and you try to rebuild as the ashes are falling, while everybody is still running off the adrenaline from the battlefield, so we can at least get a kickstart to the rebuild. See, dude, this has been planned out. Like I said last night in the conversation, when you're married to the battlefield, you have the strategy planned, especially if you've been working on it.
Oh
yeah, big time. No bullshit there. I mean, if you were a soldier, straight up soldier, and you were like, you would have all the plans in mind way ahead of time. You're more advanced in skill, firearms, tactics.
And it's not the whole point that I'm sitting here wanting to be a supervisor. Like I said, I want to be on the 50-yard line. I want to see the armies. I want to see the two armies clash each other.
Yeah. Well, I'll just be standing there whacking people with my nunchucks.
Exactly. That's the point. You whack the people you don't like. You're not on either side. You're just taking out the ones you don't like.
The ones that would cause you more trouble than anything else.
Exactly. It's the battlefield, so it's
which would we
whatever.
Prefer, the nunchucks or the side?
Exactly. The nunchucks have to be
whether you call it a utopia or a gray location, it's still a battlefield because you got to defend your location where you are currently at to make sure that you don't lose your location of where you're located. I mean, you put a stake in this location where you want to be because you feel more. There's resources and shit around, and
this is base camp. Now everybody watch base camp while I go out and get another set.
I mean, set out some scouts and scouters should find anything useful, batteries, weapons, and anything that can be used for fuel and shit. Like, any
kind of Mr. Evans farts.
Oh yeah, if you find a jar that has this green glittery shit in it, you definitely fucking put it somewhere.
I'll rebury it in Hillary's asshole and send her to hell.
Hell, she's already living there. What are you talking about?
She's the hell spawn, darling.
Are you kidding me? She's running hell. Lucifer lost his throne a long time ago. It's Hillary Clinton on the throne.
She has fat ankles, bad wardrobe ideas.
Everybody's talking about draining the swamp.
Smelling like sulfur. What the fuck? She could blow up right now. Set her on fire. She'd be like, I'm melting. Oh, go fuck yourself, bitch. Shit.
She passed out whenever she realized that she lost was the fucked up part.
Or maybe it's a stench from her vagina. Maybe.
Hey, she had some really good points going there, okay?
That was all bullshit because
it's all talk. It's all talk the last 30 plus years. It's same old song and dance.
You realize how quickly Trump won once they decided to throw Trump's votes out there?
Actually, if Bernie would have stayed in, he would have pretty much won it.
Now, I will say this until I'm green fucking again. I would love to see a Bernie Sanders and Trump election, big time.
Yeah, because you know who's definitely going to win.
Honestly, we wouldn't know who would win because
Sanders would back out too easily. The 1% scared him off once. They can do it again.
He's too scareable. I mean, he's too scared.
His socialism idea, the democratic socialism, it just is not really possible.
Go ahead.
If you really look at it, the only reason why Hillary didn't win is because she's a woman. And if you look throughout history, it's a womanly card. Men don't believe that women can run a country.
I disagree with that because there are other women on the ballot as well. It's not just Republican and Democrat. There were actually, four other candidates on the ballot? 2 of which were women.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 women on this presidential.
Look at Judge Ferraro.
I don't think it was a matter of we didn't want a woman as president.
It's a gender issue either.
I think we didn't want Hillary Clinton as president.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's definitely what it was.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there were some people who say I'm not ready for a woman president.
There were some.
Yeah,
there were a lot that wanted a woman, but
I think the majority of it was
wrong woman.
We don't want Hillary Clinton as president.
Yeah, because technically we'd be at WW3 right now because Hillary would have went all Mistral, no offense, and hit the fucking button, and North Korea would be gone by now.
Well, so would have Reagan. Reagan would have bombed them too.
Oh yeah, Reagan would have went over there and gave him a punch in the face.
Yeah.
Reagan would have nuked their asses the first time they want to declare war.
With her history, the body count, the FBI
if you stop and think what happened, there's a lot of people being busted from other states to vote for Hillary. Yeah. And if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for Project Veritas to expose Hillary's crappy shit.
Yeah, if it wasn't for exactly what he said, Veritas going out and doing his stuff and proving that these 90-year-old people are not alive anymore and there's Mexicans voting for them. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I always had a problem with.
They're taking names from dead people.
They've done that for centuries.
Oh, Grandmaster rolled a low number.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's back now.
I mean,
his voice farted.
Names of people who've been dead for this to vote for Hillary.
Yeah.
She's crooked. She's crooked like a goddamn car salesman at a third-rate country club.
Hey, don't insult the car salesman at the country club, man. They're a little higher on the totem pole.
Yeah, because they're actually the turd. Hillary's the maggot that's eating the turd, man. Come on.
Yeah, she's like the bottom of the fucking food chain. She's like the lowest form on the evolutionary scale.
The question is would they have done that with other women that are trying to go for presidency?
Depending on their statue of
I think that Sarah Palin should have ran.
Yeah,
I think
Palin should have re-ran and she would have beat Hillary easily. In my opinion.
She's the anti-Hillary woman.
Other women still would have gotten presidency.
I think we could. I think if we had a legitimately good woman running for president, I think we could have a good woman president. I really do. I think a woman is fully capable of being the president of the United States just as much as a man is. Hillary Clinton,
why does it look
I disagree. I don't think she is qualified mentally,
physically, emotionally.
Yeah,
everything.
and
then why does it look like so much of a gender thing?
Because it looked like so much of a race.
Because the media twists the whole goddamn thing.
And that's it.
Well,
here's a question I have.
The reason Trump won, Hillary's a woman. Oh, go fuck that shit. It's the best wins, okay? Hillary for 30 years, more than that. She's been crooked for over 40 goddamn years.
Well, here's where the woman actually becomes relevant.
She was fired. She was fired.
Oh, go ahead.
By the Ethics Commission.
Yeah, for the
during Watergate. She's fucked up, and she's been fucking up for the last 40+ years.
Okay, now hold on. As far as her being a woman, this is the only time it actually comes into relevance. The First Lady has specific duties, such as catering for the wives of foreign dignitaries and entertaining those wives. Now imagine if the gender roles were switched. This is the only time that gender actually plays a role. Do we really want Bill Clinton entertaining the wives of foreign dignitaries?
Oh,
He did
fuck
it while he
no.
was president.
What
No, he
would
didn't.
the what would the
Hillary
first husband's duties
entertained
technically
the
change?
wives of foreign dignitaries.
You get what
Now
I'm saying?
imagine if Bill was doing that job.
And yet, Bill was still having an affair with another woman. Now, whether she was a wife or not is still up for controversy.
Yeah, but that aside, can you imagine the trouble we'd be in with foreign powers if Bill sexually assaulted any of these women or tried to get fresh with them even?
That's why I'm saying that's
It would be war.
directly pointing my finger at Bill Clinton. I'm like just
It would be
basically
war,
saying,
man.
wouldn't they have to change the roles of the first husband if there became a first husband?
Yeah.
Or the first
and not a lot of foreign
with Bill
dignitaries
Clinton should be divorced.
Yeah, and
Not a lot.
Unfortunately, not a lot of foreign dignitaries are up
too
to
keen
speed
on a
on
male
modern culture ideologies in regards to accepting female leadership. Granted, England has a queen, but that's one of the few exceptions.
Yeah, because that's established as a rule. The queen is the ruler until she passes because her husband passed.
Yeah, and there's also a governing body that
She
handles all the due diligence for England. Elizabeth is pretty much just a glorified royal show pony.
Exactly.
She doesn't really have any power or make any executive decisions.
The only thing she really does is knight people.
Yeah, there's nothing to her job.
She has some
deal with
power.
foreign dignitaries, especially those living in a masculine dominant society.
She has some power.
She has an eyeball over what things happen, but she doesn't have the deciding factor, and she has the final word. But people have word that help her. So basically,
but she doesn't deal with these. She doesn't deal with foreign dignitaries. So
she doesn't deal with the bullshit.
Yeah, so that's kind of minute. But if you had an authoritative figure that was a female that was had to deal with foreign dignitaries on a regular basis, you've got people from these Arabic nations and so on and so forth who still think that women are in the inferior sex. There's going to be problems. And now throw Bill fucking Clinton in the mix, entertaining their wives. Hey, baby, is your pussy really sideways?
Now here's a
I do not hell, but I can make it smile.
That's a damn good impression, dude.
I can do all kinds of nice things for you. Just don't tell your husband. Or Hillary.
Now here's something that really makes you think.
Fuck your husband. Don't tell Hillary.
What you got?
If the women are so worthless, then why are men kissing the woman's feet out of respect for them if we're really that worthless?
Well, it also depends on the culture. If it's say like Muslim or even many Asian cultures, women are considered the inferior sex. Whereas the United States, it's an equal. Men and women are considered equal, and in other cases, women are actually considered superior to men. In fact, wasn't it in many regards the Greeks and even Egyptians regarded women in higher stance than men?
And Roman.
Of course, we bring the child into this world.
Yeah.
We're the ones that carry them. We're the ones that give birth. All the men really does is give us the seed.
Yeah, I mean, the door does swing both ways. It just depends on the culture. Either you're on the one side or you're on the other, or you're somewhere in the middle. We just happen to be somewhere in the middle, and you got the feminist issue where that's kind of like a power struggle thing. I don't even know if they really know what the fuck they're fighting for anymore. Other than just the fact of wanting to have something to fight about.
Well, one part of the thing they'll what they want is all men dead.
Okay.
There's this chick. She was twittering about how she wants all men dead. Okay, let's do a little example moment here, guys. What if us guys we're all fucking dead? We never even. Okay.
Death by snoo snoo.
Yeah, and
that's how I want to go.
Would
Thank
women?
I see a lot of holes in that conspiracy.
Why is that a conspiracy? I want death by snoo snoo.
That's a good point.
Well, the thing is, would women? How long could women last? If
one generation, generation.
Do you really want a woman to be answering that question?
Actually, yes. I would love to see a woman answer that question because I'm in complete agreement.
But
what
here's
the thing: would probably say is that a woman could survive just as long as a man could without the other sex. One sex could survive just as long as the other without the other sex.
Exactly.
I don't think it's one's would outlast the other. I personally don't think that. You know, at work we have the Discovery Channel on in the break room, and they have that show Naked and Afraid. And oftentimes you have the men dropping out of the freaking competition, and the women stay all the way to the end. It's a 30-day competition, and you have two people, a man and a woman, naked in the fucking wilderness, left to their own devices to survive. That's literally the show. You have nothing but your mind and maybe a few tools at your disposal. And you have to survive for 30 fucking days. And a lot of times the men drop out of that shit.
I am so glad
go the fucking distance.
I have not watched that show.
I gotta say trips, y'all. I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all whenever y'all can, but I gotta head out now.
I don't know. We'll finish up this conversation. We'll call it a night ourselves. But I do think that a woman can definitely hold the candle to a man and do as much as a man can.
If there was only my answer for this before I run away is that if there was a single gender on this planet, being say that there's only women, being say there's only men, my answer is that they would last one generation because there is no way to reproduce.
Yeah. Then you'd have the argument of
no way that a woman can go off and find some sperm to create a reproduction because this is a single gendered planet.
Yeah, eventually the sperm would run out.
Exactly.
And eventually the eggs would run out.
Exactly. And that would be nearly, if you had science technology, that'd probably be 3 generations.
Yeah.
Before everything becomes rotten. Or sterile.
Is to be extinct.
Yeah, rotten or sterile, one of the two.
Rotten tomatoes.
All right, I'm heading out. Trips, y'all.
Night, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more we can really add to this. Is there anything else we really want to add? Or just call it a fucking night?
I really couldn't carry either way.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good. I gotta go pop some ibuprofen. My freaking tooth is hurting. Yeah, Master. Jennifer, thank you guys for popping on. And on behalf of Genevieve and Cursed Wolf, I'm the Tin Man with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance. And where the fuck is my fucking camera thing? Is it full screen? There we go. I'm the Tin Man with the Resistance. Call it a night. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance.